Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest 2.7. We are here with the Stormy Skies pack today as Misty and her mate Glenn settle into Misty's family den, the Stormy Skies pack, a traditional den that Misty has lived in when she was very little, and it was very sad because last time she lived here when she was just a pup, this is where her 3 siblings actually died of disease way back when, and now we're here with her and her puppies. There you go, Mabel. There you go, Gio. And Daisy's doing good, and Falcon's doing okay, and the puppies seem to be doing all right. And lucky Misty, because she actually has a very easy year. Oh gosh, the puppies are playing. Let's play with the puppies. Look at Falcon and Daisy tackle each other. Hey, you guys want to play? You guys want to play? We still need to raise pack stats up by about 200 points is what our goal is. Just by playing with our puppies this time around. Maple, you want to play? Oh, there we go. Now we're getting your attention. Come on, Falcon. If you want to tackle your sister. No, he wants to play with Daisy. He doesn't want to play with his mom. But yeah, Misty actually has a... Oh, there we go. Now we're getting their attention. A very easy year. She gets to be playing, lucky her, on the pretty easy challenge for the year. Like I mentioned to you guys last time, we re-roll for different difficulty settings every time the wolves have a new litter, and that kind of represents how prey might be more abundant in certain years and scarcer in others. And sometimes there's bears. Sometimes there's bears. So I'm glad the pups are safe inside the den. Glenn and Misty are gonna have to do something about this bear. They're kind of studying it. And actually, how many grizzlies have we chased off? You know what, you guys, let's go for a goal of trying to chase off at least 5 more grizzlies, and I really want Misty to kind of pick up the bear butt biting legacy. And she got so close to the extra ancestor challenge last time of biting 10 bears in the butt and getting an extra ancestor blessing, and she didn't get it last time, but I think we're gonna go ahead, and if we can get her to chase off 5 more grizzlies, I'm sure she would be a worthy bear butt biter. Alright, we've got to be careful though, because we only have 1 ancestor blessing left, so if she dies, we won't have anything left. Oh hey, you're supposed to run for it! That was 3 bites to the butt. What are you doing? Get out of here. Oh gosh. Not this again. Alright, we've got to take him on. We can't risk... Okay, so far she's doing really good. She's so fast she hasn't gotten hit by the grizzly. Nope. Whoa! Oh, fudge knuckles, we got hit by the grizzly. Glenn! If this doesn't end well... Come on, Grizzly, move it. Get out of here. This is like our food. We chased it over here. Get out of here, for crying out loud. No, oh fudge. Okay, this fight is not going the way I thought it would. Why aren't you running for it? You should have skedaddled by now. Normally if the grizzly is like chasing the cubs, or our pups I should say, then he'll leave after 3 bites. Okay, I don't think this grizzly is gonna move. 2, 3. This grizzly! It's the curse of the grizzly again! Glenn! No! No, Glenn! You can't get attacked by the grizzly! This isn't the way things should go! Oh, jeez, there! And just as the grizzly turned its attention to Glenn, we finally managed to chase it off. Oh my gosh! Well, let's eat this food. We don't want to have the grizzly lurking around, even on a... This is supposed to be a pretty easy year. Look at him go. This is supposed to be a pretty easy year. Is he... I thought he was running through the air for a second. I was going to be like, oh my gosh, what kind of grizzly is this? It's the curse of the grizzly. Unfortunately, the Stormy Skies pack has had issues with grizzlies in the past. The grizzlies are kind of a problem. They are something that Atlas, her great-grandfather, or her grandfather? I think her grandfather. Yeah, they're something that Misty's grandfather, Atlas, really had to dedicate his life. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No, we just told you to get out of here. This is not happening. Get away from Glenn. Get away from Glenn. Oh geez, Glenn. I'm really worried he's going to come back and like kill you. But the good news is we chased off 2 grizzlies at least. So we only have 3 more grizzlies to chase off to be able to get an extra ancestor blessing. Well, actually, I'm going to stick to the rule where if she chases off 10 grizzlies, so we need to chase off 8 more, because that might be a little bit too easy if we're like, hey, just 5 grizzlies per ancestor challenge. And that's not the way it works. Alright, so let's get back up to our puppies. The actual ancestor challenges for Misty this year are pretty easy. She just needs to keep the territory at 70% all the time. She just needs to keep the territory basically at 70% all the time and play and train with the puppies pretty well. There we go. And he's feeding Daisy. and basically just spend time playing with the pups and kind of helping them train. There you go, guys. I know that was a little bit too exciting with the grizzly, wasn't it? Wasn't it? And it's really hard, though. Uh-oh. What? Really? You think you're going to come all the way back there and eat maple, huh? All right, where is that? Is it coming up here? There it is. Found the coyote. All right, hang on, guys. Oh, geez, where'd it go? No, pups are safe. Glenn, defend the pups. I don't know which direction the coyote is going to be coming from. There it is. Get out of here, coyote. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, so that was really close. And Glenn's like distracting the puppies by playing with them. He's like, okay, kids, here's your defensive crouch. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that like we've had that much drama all at once. And this is supposed to be a pretty easy year. Jeez. All right. Well, we're going to mark our territory just a bit more and make sure everything is going to stay nice and safe. But yeah, we need to keep the territory markers at least 70%. And the goal is to try to gain like 200 experience points playing and training with the puppies before we leave. But I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off because it's really hard to actually keep track of how many experience points you've gained with the pups. So honestly, I think we're actually pretty darn close to having already reached that many experience points. All right, where are you going, Maple? You need to stay over here. We've had lots and lots of coyotes and lots of bear issues. Also, I apologize if everything seems a little bit jerkier than usual, guys, because I've noticed my Wolf Quest has been acting up the last few days. Ever since it came out on Steam, that has been so awesome. I hope some of you guys have redeemed it on Steam as well, but I just am like, something feels weird. Feels like something changed, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. All right, but I think this would be a good time. Territory is marked really high. The puppies are well fed. So now would be a good time to send Misty on down and have her start. Oh, there we go. Yes, no, go back to the other side of the river, elk. I demand you could turn around. Turn yourselves around. Go back to the other side of the river so we can chase you towards the summer hunting grounds. This is fantastic. It's fantastic if they would just get up. There we go. All right, there we go. This is what we wanted. And yeah, the closer we can chase the elk over to the summer hunting ground, the better. So let's see if we can pull that off, because then we'll be able to feed our little pups on the way to the summer hunting grounds. And I think that Misty would be super excited to be back in her like traditional family hunting territory over here. So we're just gonna keep her moving, except I think she's a little exhausted. All right, man, it's always so surreal to chase generation after generation of elk. All right, where'd it go? There it is. Into these rocks, because we've done that with so many wolves by now. All right, let's come up here. Keep moving. Keep moving. That's right, Miss Elk. You keep moving here. Urgh. Nope. No, don't turn around. Okay, keep going. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Up. Get back up. All right, and this is more like it. I have no idea where Glenn is. I think he's defending the puppies right now. All right. Yeah, everything feels a little bit different, so I apologize if things seem a little jerky. The game is not the same as it was a few days ago. And here we go. This is perfect. I think Misty feels super confident because she did train over here when she was the only surviving puppy. She is the one who we had. Yeah, Glenn's not over here. Is he defending the den? He defended the puppies really well last time from the stranger wolf pack. That was super amazing. All right, come on, Misty. You can't go off on your own like this all the time. I think that she'd be feeling a little bit sassy in a good way. Like, I can take care of this, because she and Glenn kind of would argue a lot over what to do originally when they were at their first den, because that was Glenn's family den and it didn't go very well. It had fields of coyotes and we were constantly having issues. So I almost feel like Misty is going so far away to show off, but if the territory markers have gotten below 70%, then her showing off by chasing an elk that far away just ruined her chance at having the ancestor blessing. So the ancestor blessing is more important. Well, but it's kind of a hard choice. Sometimes the ancestor blessings make you feel like... That almost sounded like stranger wolves. That was weird. Make you feel like you have to make the difficult decision between trying to stock up on food for your puppies. All right. Like right now, it would be really useful to come by and hunt some of these elk because they're scattering. And it's very hard to discover like where they've run off to after the herd scatters from below the little vista here. But at the same time, if we don't get back home and start marking territory and see if it's gone down below like 70%, we could lose out on the ancestor blessing. And that's one of the fun challenges that the ancestor blessings kind of add to the game, are trying to balance doing those extra things with the reality of having to try to see what's best for the pack and keeping the puppies alive. All right, come on, Misty. We've got to get up to the top. All right, come on, come on, come on. We've got to work our way up there. Oh, and a storm is coming. That's always a good sign for this pack because they are the Stormy Skies pack. And Glenn is guarding the area. Oh boy. Okay, tell me, are we too late? Oh, we're not too late. Yes. Pee quickly. Come on, Misty, mark this territory. This is your home. But Glenn has been frozen for ages now. He's warning Misty as soon as she gets back that, oh, there's another bear. There's a bear to bite the butt of. Stay there, puppies. Stay there. The Stormy Skies must be telling her something. There, we chased this grizzly away too. That's right. You better get out of here, grizzly. You better get out of here. I feel like Glenn's being stalked by a grizzly, though. I don't know about this, you guys. In fact, you know what? I'm kind of suspicious. I feel like Glenn is being stalked by a grizzly. So there's going to be a very special straw poll in the video description today. And Glenn's going to be, like, out and deciding, like, which direction to go one night. And you guys are going to decide whether or not he runs into that grizzly. Oh, that's fine. And just as I say that, I don't think that's a good omen that the tree next to the den has just lit on fire. But I'm going to do one of those blind polls again where you guys won't know what will result from the answers. Oh, Geo is definitely going to be the bigger boy because he's kind of fighting his siblings. And he took most of the food. Did you see that? Geo took almost all the food that she had with her. All right. Well, we'll have to remember the survival of the pack challenge where you just walk up to the puppies and like hit F constantly to feed whichever puppy happens to be closest. All right. Because that would be a good thing to use in the future. But yeah, tonight we are going to have a special straw poll. Because I really feel like that grizzly bear is kind of stalking Glenn. And Glenn might get attacked and killed by the grizzly bear. He just might. Oh geez. And if it's not today, oh boy, that's fine. Every time I keep mentioning this, that seems sort of foreboding. Because every time I keep mentioning this, then the trees get caught on fire. So, we're gonna have to see. All right, there we go. Filled up, and let's go ahead. We need to pee in a few more places, which sounds silly, but we can't let the territory decline below 70% before the puppies are ready to leave, or else we lose the ancestor challenge. The good news about all this, though, is that the ancestor challenge will be over as soon as the puppies are ready to leave the den and we leave the den. So then territory can like completely fall off and it doesn't matter, and we will have the blessing before we start out on the journey to the summer hunting ground. So then we'll have 2 ancestor blessings in case something does happen to our puppies, or in case something happens to Glenn. Would you guys use an ancestor blessing for Glenn? I don't know. Maybe it's only reserved for puppies. He's not actually part of the lineage after all. I hadn't thought about that. But he's not actually technically a member, like a blood member. Oh my gosh, there's a coyote! Just running right up to us. But yeah, Glenn isn't actually like a blood member of the Moon Pack. So I don't know if we even can use ancestor blessings for him. His puppies are, but not him. So, well, there's some foreboding thoughts. Ooh, and the thunder mixing with the wolves howling there is really cool. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of howling, singing in the rain, maybe giving a nod to Storm and all of the other wolves that have come from Atlas, Pandora, all of the wolves that have come from this particular line. All right, and let's go ahead and feed up some of the babies. They're not very hungry, so they don't need a lot. How far away are they? They're getting pretty close. Daisy, our little white wolf, is apparently the weakest because she hasn't really put weight on like the others. But yeah, all right, so we'll feed the puppies. And I'm going to leave that special straw poll in the video description, and you guys are going to figure out Glenn's fate. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.